Welcome to the 21st Century Suffragettes cast. They flipped the bitch switch. We've already won this fight. We've already won this battle. We are not going back, not on our watch. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, family.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Jay. Doing it live. Yeah. Is everything okay?
You're slightly
okay. Doesn't matter. Welcome to the 21st Century Suffragettes. I'm Diane Russell. We've got Spycan right here, live in the studio. And Sage, of course, joining us. Not sure what's going on with Benny. Haven't heard from her. So hopefully she will join us during the show at some point. And anyway, so welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We are on cloud 9, number 1, just because Spy's right here. And this really exciting weekend that we have going on. John Duff is going to be here tomorrow, and pretty much, Saturday, Mark P and Elizabeth will be here. So on Saturday, and so I don't know, hit those notification bells because we might go live. And get a little crazy. And everybody's going to have to be on their own device somewhere in my house. And then we all get together and be like, yeah, we're all here together. Okay. So anyway, so it's going to be a lot of fun this weekend and we're very excited about it. And on top of which, I'm very excited that MAGA is melting down. The Epstein files. Oh my God. They're losing their fucking minds. And I'm here for it. Now
I'm so happy.
It's so severe, they're burning their MAGA hat. I haven't seen a MAGA hat burning yet. Have you, Sage?
I haven't, but like I said to Spycan before, it probably looks like napalm, like in the the movies of Vietnam where you see the orange smoke, but this is red.
Little poop.
So I'm keeping my eyes out for it.
So I'm very excited for this MAGA meltdown. We told you so, motherfuckers. You triple Trumper voter motherfuckers. We told you so. He's like, why are you talking about this creep? Oh, you mean your best friend of a quarter of a century? Your best friend of 25 years is now suddenly a creep. And you want nothing to do with him and you don't want any questions and there's no list and you've been dragging this out for so long and you've been making promises that you can't keep.
Oh my God, and the pretzel twisting. The pretzels, there's so many pretzels. And they're just they stuck their stake in the ground and you cannot be in it. And they're just all around it, trying to justify anyone and everyone else around it. It's absolute gymnastics to the nth degree.
Yeah. No, wait, what do you call it? No, what do you call it? They're like circus, the chicks, the contortionists.
Cirque du Soleil. Oh,
they're contortionists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Weird contortionists.
We should just send them some melty cheese. Here you go for your pretzels. Yeah, it's pretty stinking phenomenal. But they leave so much out. Now, I was working years ago when the Katie Johnson case came out while Dumpy was running the first time. And I brought it up it came to light briefly. It was in October, I believe, and the elections were in November. So it was this brief little amount of time. It was almost like a snippet in the news that the Republicans weren't seeing. And I remember talking to friends of mine in the office about it. And there were some of us who were just absolutely beside ourselves that this was even going on, that nobody else was freaking out about it then, that people were like brushing it under the rug and saying, oh, it's just dirty politics. The Dems are making it all up.
No, you
Epstein
know when
never,
that happened.
all
You
these
know when
stories.
the Epstein tapes were released, or the Epstein files were released, the day that Dinky got shot at Butler.
Right.
And that's why nobody paid any attention to it, because the right was all freaking out. Dinky got shot. Dinky got shot. Dinky got shot.
Right.
By the way, he did not get shot.
No,
So
I don't think he did either.
Yeah, no, enough of he got shot.
But his Secret Service for that day are
Yeah.
criticism.
Spy told me this today. I had not heard this yet. Go ahead.
They're either putting them on administrative leave or just terminating them entirely. But 6 of his Secret Service from that day are facing consequences of him
I can hear
shot.
you real well now.
That's really loud.
See, that's amazing. That's
really
amazing. And we know he disappeared a couple of weeks before that incident. So we're all pretty sure that it's staged and it was practiced and rehearsed. You know, nobody jumps up from that shit yelling, fight, fight, fight.
And
I've been
when he
there
put
firsthand.
the
I did not
same
jump up there and
hand
yell,
on
fight,
his
fight, fight.
ear and there was supposed blood and there's no blood on his hand.
Right.
I don't want to be conspiracy theorist, but I just see what I see, and that's a fucking, whatever. And
Right.
And the reason why nobody paid attention to it the first time is because he got shot and he got shot. Have you ever seen Evander Holyfield's ear?
Oh, yeah, I know.
It hasn't grown back, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know.
It has not. But there's just been and that's the thing. When you talk about this, you're not a conspiracy theorist. And that's where I stand. And I always say these things are public facing.
Yeah.
If they have a grain of salt about them, they are public facing. There's a police report. There is an insurance claim. There are medical situations. There's civil lawsuits. There's something.
We have the Zapruder film that they fucking went in and out and upside down and up its ass and backwards. And we got nothing on the Butler.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And is Corey really dead? That firefighter guy? Did he really die? I mean,
I don't know.
He doesn't talk about him. Nobody talks about him. I don't know. And I also don't mean to sound conspiratorial, but it seems to me.
I think he was shot and killed in front of his family. So I think he did die.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't want to. No, but I just when you have he knew the Epstein files were coming out. He knew that he was going to be doing a rally. It just seems so. I don't know. I don't know.
What do they always say? They always talk about how Oswald was working for Russia, and there's all this conspiracy with the JFK assassination. Yeah. So it would behoove them to just stick with the easy storyline of the government got their hands on this shooter, hence the kid that was on the roof in Butler, right. And everybody saw him. Nobody did anything about it. Police didn't stop him. And it was just this well, why did that take so long? And there's never been this huge investigation or outrage by the MAGAs or even Trump, especially about why didn't somebody protect that space? He's never said anything about that, really, as far as I can tell. And to me, does anybody remember? I would have been.
I'm sorry, Sage. I don't mean to interrupt. Okay. Does anybody remember the timeline in between the time the guy said, I saw a dude get on the roof with a gun to the time there's something happened? I think it was like an hour and a half. Do you guys remember that timeline? I can't quite exactly remember. Do you remember?
Right about an hour and a half is what I remember.
Yeah. It wasn't immediate. You think that if it was anybody else, I saw a guy on the roof with a gun, cops would be swarming the goddamn place.
And not only that, a shooter would get up and do what he needed to do and get the hell out of who was getting out. You don't stay in the line of everyone's vision if you're trying to pull something like this off. You Benny, get in and you get the hell out.
How you doing, Benny? Let's make sure we got volume for Benny. We got some sound. You're muted, love. Okay. Hello. There we go. Now we can hear you.
Sorry.
Hey.
Hi. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
Fucking life does stop. I'm sitting here and I'm listening and I'm like, yes, I remember it all. I remember it all. Because I watched it over and over again so many times. I'm like, this is so fucked up. This is not even real.
Yeah.
But, you know, what in his whole fucking existence is real?
It's
You have a spiking growing on the side of you, Diane. Just thought I'd point it out.
I know. This is
think
the
she saw
weekend.
it.
This is the weekend where all hell's gonna break loose. You get to be, what is
And
it?
it will be documented somewhere along the way.
Yeah, responsibly irresponsible. This is her weekend to do
There you
just
go.
that.
And I've got
Irresponsible, responsible. I get
4
it.
calls from my husband since I left this morning. So
Oh my
2 of which
I
were to
miss
talk to my
you.
kid.
Come home.
Yeah, I believe it was staged too. I don't know
Yeah,
how
of course
it
it
not
was.
staged.
I mean, honestly,
I you know,
All of a sudden,
I've
your mic
I've
dropped out.
choreographed a thing or two in my day, and I speak fluent choreography,
I honestly,
and
I stopped paying
and
attention.
it wasn't even done well.
Yeah,
I stopped paying
Just
attention because
saying.
it was also
it seemed very
overdone.
WWE to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Absolutely. Not because I'm a conspiracy theorist or anything, because I'm not. I
We have
look
to
for
say that
truth.
every time.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. You know, we do. We have to say it every time. But I hope you maggots realize now. Okay, like, you triple
That you've been
trumpers.
played.
We tried to tell you. Benny Loco has got the fucking case plastered all over her car. She's been handing
Hello.
out copies of the
Yeah.
case to people for them to read it. You voted for this fucktard? Here you go. Read this. There it is.
Go read it. Go read it. Here's the case number. Screenshot that bitch. Go read it.
Yeah.
Fucktard.
Fucking clown lovers. Mm.
No, you people voted for a 34-time convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, and a fucking pedophile who was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein for a quarter of a century. And you're just going to fucking ignore it and be like, oh, yeah, he hates the people I hate too, so I'm going to vote for him. No.
And we don't forgive you.
No.
Yeah, we don't forgive you. And we told you. So you knew. So all this time you've been complacent in the understanding that there's a legal document showing proof, or at least an accusation, with corroborating witness in that case that Benny Loco has that. And I, time after time after time went back to it. I'm like, you don't have to believe any conspiracy. This is public facing information in law.
Yeah.
And you chose to close your flipping eyes.
Yeah. You didn't want to see it.
La, 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 la.
Yeah, nothing to see here.
I love him so much.
You're welcome.
No,
That sounds
and
like
we were
Cletus right
called-
now.
And we were called hysterical. We were called demented and out of our minds, and pedophiles ourselves. You know, like
And lesbians. We've been called lesbians.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. You're not dating. You must be a lesbian. That must be it.
Oh,
That's
God.
got to be it.
problem.
Yes, you figured it out.
I remember the one time that me, you, Elizabeth, and Benny Loco was on, and somebody called us lesbian, and we all threw up our fucking wedding rings, and we were all like, you were actually all married to men, you fucktards.
Pretty sure that was the box wine.
Picking assholes.
That was a box wine and dildos, dude. Yeah. Yeah, he's like,
It
is this the
wasn't
box wine
it
and
wasn't
dildos?
Junie Three Toes.
No. It was the this must be the box wine and dildos podcast. Yeah.
Which surprisingly also upsets gay men when you insult box wine and dildos, because evidently it's a good time.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Box wine and dildos. Come on. No, that's a party.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Funny.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
do you have? Are there any videos? Have you guys
Well, we
captured
wanna
any
start with
videos
this
of a
one.
mega hat burning?
we haven't found one yet, but I want to start with this one from Brent Terhune, who's our favorite satirist comedian.
That's brilliant.
We already watched it, but it just makes me giggle. And he's like, ooh, ooh.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me after all these years, after basing my whole personality around finding out who's on the Epstein list, after all these years of saying Jeffrey Epstein didn't unalive himself, and you got to say it that way because on social media, you can't say without people getting sad and then they ban your account, after years of saying protect the children, after saying there was a list, we have a list, it's on my desk, the list is coming out, here's phase 1, there's more to come. Now they're saying there was never any list. Now they're saying there was never any kids, and Epstein didn't unalive himself, and Ghislaine Maxwell's in prison for 20 years because of unpaid parking tickets. To all that I say, well, shit, I believe it. I really do. I mean, after all, I'm easily led astray, and I mean, this is my favorite game, my conspiracy theory improv. Everybody knows the first rule of conspiracy theory improv is yes and. They say some crazy shit with no proof, and I just say yes and. Shovel more of that in my mouth. Yes, sir. Can I have some more, sir? It's like, whose line is it anyway? But with tinfoil hats, it's where everything's made up and the points don't matter. Only loyalty matters, but you just got to roll with the crazy. Even though it don't make no sense. So when QAnon happened and then nothing happened, I said yes and. And when January 6th happened and then nothing happened, I said yes and. And when they released the JFK and the MLK files, guess what? Yes and. And now there's no Epstein list. And Jeff Epstein didn't unalive himself. I say yes, and I'm going to have to change my whole personality and get a tattoo covered up, but yes, and. I mean, why would they lie? Why would they lie about something like, why would they tell a lie? Why would they cover up something like
The end is perfect. He starts gagging.
Fucking hell, she's funny.
Oh my God. Yes, and your way through a decade of his bullshit. A decade of lies and bullshit. And you believed all of it.
All of it.
Swallowed it. Hook, line, sinker. Oh my God.
Turned on your family for it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fucked over your family, your friends. Changed your identity. Oh my God. Here you go. Here you go. MAGA hats burning in the streets. All hell's breaking loose.
And God knows whatever they're made of, because they're made in China. It could be toxic as soon as you light it on
toxic.
fire.
You know that shit's toxic.
That's what I said. I'm waiting for like red smoke, like napalm to come up through the trees around us.
Or blue smoke coming off. That's the worst. You don't want the blue smoke.
Yeah. God
That's
damn.
true.
MAGA wants all the smoke.
But look how well it burns.
It's burn. Burn.
Burn, baby, burn.
Disco
MAGA Inferno,
burn, baby, burn. Burn them all down.
So they have their bra burning moment, which is good for them. Good for them to be free. They're free finally. Yes.
Well, those who choose to be free.
No, I just hope these maggots, I hope it spreads. I hope it spreads like wildfire through MAGA that they've been duped. That Dinky he's the reason why they won't release the list is because he's all fucking over it.
Violated!
And we've known for decades.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome
Well, I've known
to
a lot.
Earth One.
I've known a lot longer, than decades.
Welcome
like
to Earth
almost
One.
all my life.
We knew that Epstein and Dinky were connected way back. It was way before his presidency.
Oh, yeah, way back. Yes.
When are you guys going to catch up?
I was so excited. People were connecting with me the day that they found Ghislaine Maxwell hiding in New Hampshire. And I'm like,
say it right.
Yeah.
It's Ghislaine. We're calling her Ghislaine because that fucking bitch, she doesn't deserve our respect to say her fucking name right.
You're right.
Ghislaine. It's like, she found in New Hampshire.
Yeah, we're going to get somewhere. It's going to be awesome, finally. And then it just screeched to a flipping halt again. And I'm like, it's been so aggravating. This has been a decade of aggravating.
I have a suggestion. Pull up the transcript for the court documents on Ghislaine. Because it's full of cookies. Just full of them.
See, that's what I was wondering. That's cool. I'll do that.
You can even pull up Epstein's fucking court documents. They're all there.
Pull it up,
for everybody's perusal.
Pull it up, put it on the screen. I'll be the lawyer, and Spy can be Ghislaine, and we'll read it. Just a snippet. Oh no.
They're all there. It's all there. It's all documented in court cases. The whole fucking nasty.
Didn't I think an attorney that was representing some of Ghislaine's and Jeffrey Epstein
Ghislaine
victim kids, the jizz. Okay, whatever she is, the jizz, the big jizz. She was the attorney that represents these girls is saying, no, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. This doesn't end here. We need an investigation. So
how could there be nobody on the list and she's in prison for
20 years?
What?
For nothing.
20.
The only person that's in prison for it is a woman.
Yeah. And
well, the other one was in prison for it because, he was guilty and he magically became unalived inside of a minute.
Hey, where are the white women at?
It only takes a minute to unalive somebody.
Oh, yeah. It also takes a minute to disappear a person.
Yeah.
And I know, and I've said this before, but there was another person that was in their orbit doing the same damn thing. He was financed by Jeffrey Epstein, and that's Jean-Luc Brunel from France. He had a modeling agency, got started up with Eastern Bloc European women. That's where Melania started and eventually ended up over in America with.
That's right.
In Trump model management with Trump. And see, that whole thing doesn't make sense either. This crap does not make sense because how was he just meeting her on the Lolita Express and doing it if he employed her as a model? He was at that time employing her as a model. Yet that's how they met. Like, I'm so confused to that whole thing.
Yeah.
Well,
and then there was that.
She's here because she's a genius, don't you know?
She's a genius at what she does.
Yeah. They don't say what she's a genius at. Speak several languages?
Bullshit.
I don't fucking think so. She can barely speak English.
Yeah.
And she speaks her own native tongue. And that is it.
Yep.
And there's another dude who's all wrapped up in this, and Hal Sparks keeps bringing him up, and he brought him up today on his show. I can't remember what his name is because it's somebody else's name too.
Is it Scott Ritter?
I think so.
Because he's a twice convicted pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
and he's the guy who my brother went in. Excuse me, brother is working in the Capitol in New York, and RFK Jr. was there trying to convince the courts to give him the right to vote in New York. And my brother walks into a restaurant. Sounds like a joke. An attorney walks into a restaurant, and there's Scott Ritter and there's RFK Jr. sitting at a table, and he and his buddies just turned around and walked right the hell out because it was a huge conflict of interest because they're always under investigation. And sorry, Diane, I don't know what happened there.
You almost made beer come out of my nose.
But yeah, these people are all mixed in together. A fucking lot of them.
Sounds like a joke. 2 lawyers fucking.
Oh my God.
No, I
2
think my
lawyers walk
favorite.
into a bar and they fail.
No, my favorite story of yours is Sage is the guy that you
Can we
dated.
get over it?
No, I can't. I'll never get over it. You have the most unusual dating story ever. What was
I
it?
have a lot of weird stories.
The
traveling
Australian-
ostrich farmer? No,
Ostrich
the traveling
farmer.
ostrich farmer.
The
right.
ostrich farmer.
That's right.
Girl, it kills me every time I think about it. I've dated some assholes in my lifetime, but never an Australian ostrich farmer.
I don't understand.
Now you know I haven't dated in a long time. I'm afraid of what's going to cross my path, and I'm going to go, red flags, it's a circus. Let's do it.
It's all yes.
I don't understand.
I guess I'm killing her. I'm sorry.
No, well, I mean, I think we have to laugh because I mean, it's so tragic that these people, like, because they made their whole identity about Dinky, that the rug has now been ripped out from underneath them. Like they found out they were adopted or something.
Well, I mean, look at
Right.
You know,
how
yeah.
over the edge Roseanne went. With
Roseanne
Oh my
turned on
God.
him.
and
Oh my
now
God,
she's
that woman.
telling him when is it not a good time just to stop child sex trafficking? When is it
Yeah.
not? Why do we have to still
Oh
talk
my
about
God. Oh my God.
So do you think that they're doing this because they want to be all like, well, the Dems did it too? You know what I mean? And when are they going to come to that point? Because they
When?
always do that.
When has a Democrat ever been in a child pedophile ring? Oh, are you talking about Hillary Clinton and Pizzagate with the pizza place that had no
Something. They'll
basement?
throw something out like that.
The non-existent. How about the list? We can go through a list of Republicans that have been fucking caught diddling little kids.
Hundreds of them.
And,
Hundreds of them.
and the Christian pastors and your youth pastors and the police and the come on. You cannot play this game any longer. You are going to fail at this game.
Yep.
This is not a game of Risk. This isn't a game of fucking Monopoly. This is a game of you fucking child pedophile fucking sex trafficking ring. It's just it's disgusting. And you
the
keep
pedophiles, the GOP.
You keep going on and on and on about how we need to protect the kids, but what do? As soon as they're born, you're like, fuck you.
Yep.
You don't give two shits. That's why
good news.
Virginia Giuffre was on the fucking streets. She didn't have a place to go.
And that's the modus operandi. You know, they find the weakest among us and they dangle a better life and money over them, get them to like
bullshit.
groom them into doing what they want them to do in the promise of a better life. And then it's all hell breaks loose, you know, and years go by and they're stuck and trapped and it's a damn nightmare.
It's fucking bullshit. We all know it. We've known it for decades. And I'm glad MAGA is maybe we'll start catching on to this. It's taken too long. Way too long. Way too long.
The denial is too deep.
Yeah.
And every single time another one of these guys gets arrested and prosecuted and found guilty, and that's where I hold that's what I talk about, those public-facing pieces of evidence.
Yeah.
When they end up getting found guilty for these things, there's always that, well, all politicians are bad. And I'm like, no, that's not the case. This is a Republican.
And
this is a Republican. And this is a fucking Republican. So stop it.
Both sides don't do it. What was I saying earlier? I was saying, oh yeah. Next time you hear anybody say both sides do it, say Democrats want to give you universal health care and Republicans want to take it away.
Yeah.
That's it.
Democrats want to make sure that kids get their food at school and that we all have plenty of food to eat. Republicans want to take it away.
Yep. In my state, Democrats wanted kids to be in safe foster care and juvenile placement, et cetera, in camps and whatnot. And the Republicans took the funding for those investigations away. So if the child is murdered, disappears, is assaulted, you name it, there's zero investigation now.
Fuck.
That's the Republican Party.
They're literally making rape and everything legal and child sexual fucking.
Here.
That's what they want.
Parent.
They want to become the United States of pedophiles.
Yep.
That's all I see.
What is it?
Tennessee. They want to. Yeah, they want to.
12 years old.
Marry
12-year-old
girls 12
brides.
years old. Fuck you.
That's so disgusting. And it's so disheartening because we know we have evolved. But when you turn around and you look back in the shadow and you're like, holy crap, these are the other citizens in our country and they are not even evolved. They are going backwards. They're, declining mentally, devolving. And they're defunking. It's just bad.
It's hideous to watch. It's like almost watching somebody turn inside out. Literally. Turning the fuck side out. Here's all my guts. Aren't they ugly?
What are you
good.
doing?
I'm glad you like them.
What are you doing? You want to make pedophilia and rape legal? That's what you want. Next thing you want to fuck the lambs and your dog and your fucking cat. What the fuck are you doing?
Right. So if you get pregnant when you're raped, it's not rape. Isn't that what Texas just passed? Was it Texas? I get so confused because there's just so many of these stupid laws. It's like
that's
it's
actually
legal to do it.
That's actually what Christian nationalists teach their children.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That if you are raped and you get pregnant, it wasn't rape. It becomes God's will at that point.
Fuck you and God's fucking will. I will burn every Bible in this fucking house. I've inherited all these Bibles from all my family members, and they go back to the 1800s. They signed them all, and the births and the marriages. You know what I mean?
Tree, yep.
Some of them are in fucking German. Some of them are in Italian. Some of them are in English. I have fucking Bibles in my house. Don't make me fucking set them all on fire. God damn.
Just copy the information out of them, then set them on fire.
There you go. Yeah, I like that. E-book it.
That's the only book that should be burned.
Can't read it. I don't know what the fuck they're saying. I don't know idea.
Just saying.
No.
So we have a little good news in New Hampshire. I don't know if you guys heard, but there was a federal judge that blocked Trump's birthright citizenship here. The ACLU filed a class action lawsuit, okay, and it went through. So it protects the kids that are supposed to be, because there's this date where if you're born after that date to a parent who does not have citizenship, you do not have citizenship, making these babies countryless.
Right.
They would not have a country to go to. So this is tens of thousands of children in the country. So this is fantastic. This looks like it's sticking. The only issue they have is they have to work backwards. So they're protecting the kids, and now they have to go back and protect the parent that is not a legal American, so or a legal U.S. citizen.
I just saw this. What the fuck was it?
It's a little progress.
What was this? Oh, yeah. ICE handcuffs 71-year-old grandmother, a U.S. citizen at San Diego Immigration Court. ICE agents accused the woman an ICE agent accused the woman of pushing her after she spent hours in custody. She denied that to NBC Diego on Wednesday. They are out of control. They're out of control.
And they've just been given a massive amount of funding.
$178 billion. What the fuck?
They're gonna be
$450
disbanded.
billion to build a tent that's going to flood.
It's my future view on that.
Yeah. And you've got, what's her
Oh.
name? Brooke Rollins saying that, the deal here is to make our country, we're working towards an all-American country. Well, that includes North America, South America. They are American, like these people are.
They don't get it. They're so dumb. They don't get it.
They don't.
Well, and again,
They
they
do
go
not.
back to the fact that they want this to be a white nation. That's what
Yes.
it is all founded on for them. This is supposed to be a white nation. It was colonized by Europeans, therefore it belongs to the white people. And unfortunately, they're trying to take us back to that when we were well headed in the opposite direction.
No. Yeah, but the whole goal of getting rid of anyone who's brown to replace them eventually, and I know they're talking about people on Medicaid having to go work in these fields and be migrant, which means in my neck of the woods, there's not a whole lot of fields out here to work. So what are we all going to be shipped off to Nebraska and then off to Kansas and then off to Georgia and then where? Where do we go in the off season? And so, and of course, we know that I wouldn't go before, unfortunately, a person of color would go first, right? So,
As
and then
privileged white women, I think we all know that. And it's like, I've always longed to, invite somebody else on the show, a person of color on the show. They don't want to come on the show. They don't want, like, my friend, she doesn't like to be political.
He said yes.
My girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah. What was that, Benny?
True will come on.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, let's do it.
Straight facts will come on. I'm trying to get a woman who's referred to as Old Soul to come on.
Nice.
Yes.
But like my girlfriend, who lives in the area, I have asked her she sat here with me once before. She did not know what was going on because she doesn't pay attention to any politics at all. It upsets her too much. So, and I'm like, you gotta be upset. If you're not upset, you're not fucking paying attention. And she just, floats like a butterfly. And I can't. I'm not gonna do it. Force her to change. I can't, force somebody to change. She's got kids, grandkids, blah blah blah. So whatever. It really bums me out because she'd be a great advocate for people of color on our show. Another woman from Detroit knows how we roll.
Right, but beyond that, I mean, it's upsetting to me when I find people like that. It's because it's like, this is going to land on your doorstep. The phrase, if you don't do politics, or politics is doing you right now.
Looking you in the ass right now with no lube.
Yeah, and you're completely unaware of what's happening. And it's that you can't walk around with blinders on in anything. It's not healthy.
No.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
Rational Boomer, there's another YouTube channel that I listen to, Rational Boomer. He gives me a place to de-escalate because he's very rational and he's a boomer.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, no, it's totally fucking great. I wish everybody would follow him. He does a really, really nice little show. But that's where I met Old Soul on his show. And she is my spirit animal, I want to say. But she has the ability to be mobile and go around and do all these wonderful things that she does because she doesn't have things really tying her down. The only things that tie her down are the things that she's doing to be proactive. I mean, she's been down to Texas. She's been over here in California. She's been in Georgia. She actually got locked up by ICE when she was in California.
Fuck.
Wow.
Yes. for like, I think it was like 3 days she was there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sick of it says Old Soul is
So-
amazing. So yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
I totally want her on the show.
I'd love it. Anytime,
I'm
babe.
going to have to. Rational Boomer said he would come on as well, but he's not as hyped up as us. He's very rational and logic. And just right down here on that chill vibe frequency.
No, it's fine.
We're up here somewhere.
I can calm down sometimes.
But yeah, I listen to him. That's like the last thing I listen to at night because it's very calming.
Right. No, that's great. So,
Real,
it up,
but
Benny.
calming in a real way.
Benny, I've been so busy with fixing up my house and getting things ready for everybody to come. It's been, kind of busy. And not only that, us, it's summertime. And as soon as our boat goes in the water, even if it's for an hour, we're going to go out like we did today. We're going to go out on our boat for an hour. So
We're on a boat, motherfucker, on a boat.
I know. Well, we only have 3-4 months, maybe max. So
3-4 weeks, it feels like.
Yeah. So yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. So we try to get out there as much as we can, but I do want to talk about how what was this Grok thing that happened? So the Grok thing. Okay, what was it called? Mecca.
So Grok renamed himself Mecha Hitler.
Itself. Yeah, not himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, why do you get what do you think went down here? Because I don't really know. You guys know more. You know more about AI than I do.
Well, I mean, it has to do with the information that's put in. Grok is the Twitter X AI, which is a right wing echo chamber, which means it's fed right wing anti-Semitic bullshit all day long. And all of a sudden, it decided it's going to be Mecha Hitler. And then Elon had to delete it.
And how was it spelled? It was
MECHA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the way
I
they
have
machine.
a sneaking suspicion that the last few times I'd heard about Grok was literally leaning into more middle of the road information that Elon did not like and calling Elon out.
Yes. Yeah.
And because of this, he had people go in and reformat or program or whatever he did. And then there was the sea change in conversation and wording. And then I heard today that a bunch of people got fired or quit at the top. So I don't know if this was short-lived, but it doesn't matter. Damage is done. It can change on a dime any freaking time it wants to adjust the wording to any topic, anywhere, at any time.
When it also
Isn't technology great?
it does depend on the prompts that you put in as well.
Yeah, it absorbs what knowledge you put into it.
Yes. Well, and also it answers based on the way you ask a question. So it's very easy for it to have a bias to it based on your own inherent bias in the way that you ask it questions. And so most of the people asking Grok questions are right-wingers on Twitter. So you eventually end up with a neo-Nazi AI. What a wonderful reality we live in.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, and he actually started the American Party.
Yes.
How is that going? Do we know? Do we have any updates? Is it imploding? Is everybody
I know
pissed?
that people went out and bought the names. They went out and they bought everything. They bought American Party, the American Party,
AmericanParty.com, AmericanParty.net, American. Yeah.
They went out and they found all kinds of stuff. So I don't know what he's going to get to name it if it actually goes anywhere.
This is why you don't announce those things.
Yeah, because
on
everybody's
social media.
Because you're a fucking idiot. He's not a genius, ladies and gentlemen. I just want everybody to know he's not smart.
Not at all.
Not at all. He just buys whatever knowledge he's got.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Is
Johnny, can I get a beer, please?
More than likely he'll this idea will flop, but somebody else will decide to do something similar and he'll just buy it off of them.
What is-
sure.
what
Oh,
is-
sure.
Annie
Let someone do
says
the work
all
and then we'll
AI are pick-me's. What does that mean?
Okay, so what's the best way to describe a pick-me?
It's like, pick me, pick
Like
me.
a
I know the
Yeah.
answer. I know
Yeah.
the
Well, it's-
answer.
okay.
Everybody's got
So-
their hands up is what I see.
Everything.
It's like that person you knew in high school who always wanted to hang out with you, but you always got a weird vibe off of them, but they were always so eager to hang out with you.
Too eager.
Yeah, that's what a pick me is.
Yeah.
Like Candace Owens is a perfect example of a pick me on the right. She is a pick me in every
You know she's been like kind
sense of the word until
drifting.
recently.
Drifting. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, babe. No, what's her name? The new engineer on Stephanie Miller's show noticed that. I love her. The young chick. She's like 22 years old.
Yeah.
And she's like, all these dudes who are like 22 that I live with and hang out with, they're like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. But she is bringing, like, it's funny. They're trying to teach her about, movies like Steel Magnolias, right? For instance, where she's like, give her the shot. All she had wait until you give her the shot. You know what I mean? That's, Sally Fields was freaking out. You know what I mean? And then she's introducing them to like new music from Coachella and stuff that nobody knows. I wouldn't know because we're old and we don't know these people's names. We know Fleetwood Mac, but we don't know the newest people that are coming out now at Coachella. We're not hip. We're old.
Not my
What's
kind
her
of
name?
music anymore.
What's her name? She's so cute. I adore her. It's escaping me. Bella with a Z.
Yeah.
At
No
the
idea.
risk of sounding like a boomer.
Yeah,
Turn
it's
that
Bella.
shit down.
And by the way, Vicky, no. Tony did not put up railings around the staircase. He did not finish my bathroom. He had 40 fucking days. And he did fuck all. So, yeah.
But he did mow the lawn today.
Kind of.
Tony.
Choney. Just
don't-
call him Choney now.
Don't make me come over there, Choney.
TCHONY.
Make me come over there.
Choney.
Fuck you. No, Dad. What about you? Fuck you. No, Dad. What about you? Fuck you.
What about Fred Durst? Tony has Fred
Oh my
Durst's
God.
signature on a $20 bill or
Ew.
something.
Gross.
It was back in the day.
Yeah. He was a douchebag even back in the day, so.
That is true.
Funny guy.
Yes, he
I know
toured with
gravitate
Korn.
to
So if you
douchebags.
wanted to see Korn, you had to see Limp Bizkit, but still, he was a douchebag. I prefer my autographed shirt from Korn.
God.
I have a funny story about that. The lead singer to Korn had a stepbrother who put out a CD called Edema, and my oldest son really wanted that Edema CD that Christmas, but my mother-in-law decided she was going to go find it, so she went down to like FYE or whatever the record store was, and she went and asked the salesperson if they had an enema for her grandson. It's Edema, not enema, you moron.
Yeah, Enema is a Tool album, so that's probably what they handed her, which is not the right one.
Oh, so funny. She was fun.
5 eggs is poached. He's outnumbered. Oh, what? He's got 5 eggs. There's just 4 of us. How is he outnumbered? I haven't done a music show in a while. Well, you know what? That's going to be part of what we're going to do probably this weekend is when Mark gets here. Mark is a jazz player. Ooh.
Oh, great.
Yep. What about Nordez and Roxanne? Are they in our... Or Rosanna, I mean. Or is it a Roxanne? Now I'm all confused. Wait a minute. What did I do? No,
Yeah, fix
it's
Fix it right.
I don't understand.
Norzana. It's Norzana.
yeah, it's Nordaz
Rosanna.
and Rosanna. Are they still planning or coming
I
here?
don't understand.
That would be good to know.
They said
Oh,
they would be
shit.
last minute. I think it's last minute. Spy's here already. I'm just wondering if you guys are gonna drop in. No biggie.
Okay, I'm gonna drop out for a second. I got to get a bottle of water.
Okay, baby.
I'm gonna die a damn
Keep your
throat.
video on. Just turn your.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, otherwise, Tony, all the names change.
It messes up the formatting of the screen.
Yeah. Because it says Diane and Spy under our window. It says Sage
I
under
will
Sage's
reach
window
across
and
this
Betty
table,
look.
and I will feed you that mic for lunch, dinner, breakfast, fucking mid-morning snack, you son of a bitch.
They can't make it there. Okay. From Nina. All right, Nina.
Well, at least no surprise visitors, right?
No knock at 2 a.m. We're here.
Well, Billy might come over.
Yeah, but that's never really a surprise when he does come over.
It is actually because he never comes over to our house.
Moms Russo, Jen Morgan, CN, Robert Carr, Shin Godzilla.
I don't know any of those songs.
Robert, it's funny that Robert Carr and Nina know before I know. That's funny.
No kidding.
A text would be nice, you guys. No biggie.
Somebody in the chat, let me know who's coming to my house.
Yeah.
Right.
It would be great.
So some of the other FAFO that MAGA Republicans are going through is they're starting to realize that without their health care, they can't afford their medicine.
Oh, you were telling me this earlier. Go ahead.
So there's a couple of videos out there of people in a county that went for Dinky this year in 2024. Didn't go for him in 2016 or 2020, but this year specifically voted for him. And one gentleman pays $20,000 or would pay $20,000 a month for his medicine alone.
And he makes
$800 a month.
Lordy.
Another lady has type 2 diabetes as well as a number of other conditions that require very expensive medication. Her sister lives with her, has Turner syndrome, which requires a lot of medication. And her daughter, who she is a caregiver for, has cerebral palsy, and they won't be able to afford her seizure medication.
This is scary. This is terrifying.
Yeah.
Maggots,
did you
you
guys see
voted
that-
for this, motherfuckers.
Did you see
voted for
that video in Texas? There was a woman who had a red, white, and blue ball cap on, and she was probably about my age, and she was freaking out about how they've been abandoned and they're humans too, and carrying on, upset because there was no help for them there in the floods. And they went back and they found out this is the same woman who just made a video laughing about alligator Alcatraz and wanting to see people be eaten alive by alligators. It's like, this was like a direct karma bitch slap, just wham.
Instant karma.
It's like, I don't want to see it for anybody at this point. I am at this point done with the pain in every direction. I want them to understand what's happened, and they will. That story you just told right there, they are going to feel it, and they are going to clearly understand it. And I don't care how much this administration says, well, because it's Joe Biden did this, because 2 years ago,
Nope.
They're not going to want to freaking hear it. I can't believe that they're actually listening to the crap right now about somewhere in my feed, there were people talking about how great Trump has been for this Texas flood situation because he immediately sent in search rescue helicopters and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And that did not happen. And it was 72 hours before anybody got in there, action was made. And instead, what they did is they told everybody why it's not their responsibility. Yes, the federal emergency management is not federal and it's not their responsibility and it's not funded anymore. And fuck you. This is your state, and it's all on you. And I have watched weather situations just roll across the country. Today, Boston had to shut down a highway for several hours, they said, because it flooded out, because these mass rainstorms happen. They happen everywhere, all the time now.
There's flooding in New Mexico.
commonplace.
Yeah. Celery, I love it. But owning the libs is a miracle cure. Why is it that you will
Yeah.
put yourself through fucking hell to own the libs when it's hurting you in your own house? I don't get this. I don't get this. Like, I really don't get it.
It's because their hate is that strong. It's because their hate is that strong.
Who is that wiry little monkey? Look at that. Who is it?
That cat's like, don't turn me around, I'll smack you in the face.
Oh my God. Little monkey.
That's a little face.
Little face.
Still has a little face.
Yeah, she does have a little face, and I'm having a hard time hearing you, babe. Your microphone is...
My microphone is all the way behind me.
Yeah.
It's all behind me now.
She's talking behind her own back.
I just thought I'd throw a little pussy in there for everybody.
Everybody needs a little pussy sometimes.
That's right.
Now, how about this guy in Oklahoma who, because of their conspiracy theories, has decided to go and damage a weather station that handles the weather predictions for that area. There's video of him breaking in and destroying this thing, so they cannot predict the weather, because evidently that's where all the weather climate change machines are.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the Democratic climate machine, climate changing machines. I can't even say it, it's so goddamn dumb. Jewish space lasers. Oh my God.
You know, I
Dumber than
have a
dog
question. If we can control the weather on the Democrat side, why don't we rain on California when we have devastating fires to put the fires out?
Exactly.
I mean, you know, it's a Dem state. You'd think we'd want to put our own state out with our weather control and Jewish space lasers.
Or, reduce the temperature in Michigan or California.
Hey, maggots. Maggots, let me ask you this question, maggots. Okay, you ready? So
why don't we have beautiful climate all the time?
Yeah.
All the Dem states
There would be a paradise everywhere. There would be no storms ever if we could control the weather. But guess what? Where you live in red states is prone to hurricanes. I don't know. Read a book. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. But this has been happening forever in a millennia. So I don't know what to tell you. And now that, as soon as gasoline and burning oil and blah, 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 and all this bullshit has come along. And remember the smog in the 80s in LA and you couldn't breathe the fucking air? The reason why Chinese people walk around with fucking masks on their face is because of the fucking smog. Do you remember? Anybody remember any of this?
Oh, yeah.
Did you
very well
grow up under a fucking turtle shell and never knew anything about fuck all?
Rock against drugs.
I don't know.
Except fuck all.
Well, this conspiracy has gotten so ingrained within a portion of the MAGA culture.
What? No climate change?
No. The whole Democrats control the weather.
Oh my God! Yeah.
They've gotten so ingrained that now MTG is putting up a bill.
Yeah.
That will make it a felony and with an enormous fine to even
cloud seeding.
Which, to an extent, they do, right?
What do you mean?
So there's certain
no cloud seeding.
No. So there are certain times where, say for example, you have bad weather coming in close to an airport. Okay, there's certain things they can drop into those clouds that will make the rain come.
They're called weather balloons too, and it also tells you where the information is coming from.
Yeah. Well, no. There's actually oh, I'm blanking on the chemical compound, but there's a chemical compound that the water in the clouds cling to, so it rains, right? That then dissipates the clouds, so then pilots can take off. So it's done in very minor and small situations.
Heard of that before.
But now she's putting a bill up in Congress to make it a federal offense with an enormous fine to do anything that modifies the weather.
Right. And in Russia, there was all kinds of like scientific studies done on the fact that that country has a lot of chemtrails from planes and a lot of coal that it uses to heat places in the winter. And the debris ends up in the clouds. And the debris itself contains enough grit to make water molecules come together. So when it rains, it's not a regular raindrop. It's like clumps. So it rains harder. So they understand that when they put filth and whatever debris in the clouds, it can cause it to come down. So I think that's why they use that chemical instead of, I mean, it's happened, but it's insanity. Give me a break. We've got better things to do than worrying about raining in Texas.
But yeah, there's no space lasers from satellites in space.
The Soulcraft said the weather machines, we call them oil refineries.
Yes, that too.
Yeah. So, all right, we got to change the subject because we're getting into too much.
Let's change. Yes.
I want to go back to how pissed off MAGA is about Dinky.
Let's do that.
And that epic clip of him going, "Why is talking about this creep? Oh, you mean the creep that you were been besties with for 25 fucking years, and you just wanted to just drop." The list is just dropped. There's no list. Oh, we got a call coming in. Can't tell who it is because there's too many windows. And Tony walked away, and he can't tell that the phone is ringing.
Walked away right as it started ringing.
As soon as it started ringing, he walked away.
Hold, please.
Jenny!
Call back later, please.
There's a phone
The
call
phone's
coming.
ringing. All right, call
whoever
back.
it is, call back. Tony's at his station again.
He's like, what?
What are you talking about?
The phone is ringing.
So, guys, I got to ask you this. I feel like there's an imminent explosion between Kash Patel's eyeballs and Dan Bongino's eyeballs because they have to know what the frig is happening with this.
Yeah,
this
of
whole
course
Jeffrey
they do.
Epstein thing.
Listen,
And-
if body language says anything, it's screaming that.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, you know that they're well, Bongino has fans. Patel doesn't. I got to wonder what kind of shit they're getting. They got to be getting some serious shit.
Clementine.
You know, like, what are you doing, man? You're in there. You're supposed to take care of this. You said you would. You're not.
Poor baby.
Kathy's in.
Key to accept.
Clementine, she puts her head up and Benny has to kiss it. It's so cute. What's
If
up?
I don't kiss it, she
Is
gets
Kathy
sick.
Zinn on the phone?
Yes, I am on the phone spiking. I am so happy you made it. I'm so happy for you. That is so cool that you are there. And I don't have to tell you, Diane and Tony are the most gracious hosts ever.
They're so amazing. So amazing.
Yes.
There's no treats.
I was calling because, Diane, I totally agree with you about I don't get these people. And I was going back to that Lyndon B. Johnson quote that he said, if you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell,
That's
give him
right.
somebody to look down on and he'll empty his pockets for
right.
you.
That's right.
Yep.
And the
So
thing
true.
is that I
Still.
really believe, because the way that MAGA thinks, we're not, like, we have no concept. Like, I truly believe there are two different kinds of people in the world. There's us on our side that we look at the teachings of
Earth
Jesus,
one.
and like John Diggle's saying, we're like, do unto others the way you would have them do unto you. Be good to
We're on
everybody.
Earth 1, in other words. And they're on Earth 2.
Right. Yes. And on Earth 2, they're like, fuck it. It's all about me and what I want. I don't give a shit. And like, there's just no, it's like they truly think they live in this bubble and that there's no consequences. It's like when you drop a rock in the water, there's going to be a ripple effect.
That's right.
And that's why I can't remember who was saying it, that Democrats craft their legislation so carefully because they're looking at, okay, if we say this, can somebody come in and try to do this illegally? Or what are the loopholes we're not seeing? This is why they debate everything out, and they try to make sure that they get that legislation as close to concise as possible so nobody can use it for nefarious purposes, where the MAGAs are just like, but Trump said so. Why isn't it working? It's like,
if it's Trump said so, it's yes and. Just like Brent Terhune said.
Yes.
Yes and. If Dinky said it, yes and. Yes and. It's so dumb. I can't hardly use your fucking critical thinking skills, people. Like,
oh God.
How about some common sense and simple logic? Even if you can't get your head around critical thinking, how about just some common sense? And
I know it's the old George Carlin line, right, Benny? That
yes,
the last thing they want is citizens capable of critical thinking.
That's right.
They want them just smart enough to push the buttons and keep the machines moving and don't ask any questions and don't look over here and don't ask us what we're doing and all this kind of stuff. But
he was a prophet.
It's a big club.
Or George was.
You ain't in it.
He was. Yeah. Thanks, 5 eggs. But also I was going to say that I totally agree with everything you're saying about Epstein. Was there way before Trump ever ran for president. It was there. And the Miami Herald
since the 80s.
Yes. Yes, the Miami Herald is the paper that was all over this. Yeah. And they have some of the best reporting about it. Like if you go back in the day, and they were on Benny, Bondi. It's like, what are you doing? What is going on?
What's the date on that case that you got in front of you? The case that you got in front of you, what's the date? Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. What's the date on that case?
Like October of 2015, right?
2015.
This one is
the date
was filed in 2016.
Oh,
April 26th of 2016. So while he was running.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was caught and killed. It was caught and killed. Just like every other case that he's ever been involved in, where there's a payoff of millions and millions of dollars for silence. There's many cases like that. Many.
Remember that list? The list that I have. The list that I have of the kids he paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just did a quick Google search. The first case that was brought against Jeffrey Epstein was in March of 2005. 14-year-old girl claimed Jeffrey Epstein molested her at a mansion in Palm Beach. Yep. Yes, Miami Herald reporter Julie K. Brown, if you look her up, she wrote a whole series called Perversion of Justice. And she goes through the whole timeline of this whole thing.
And how can you separate yourself from Epstein when you've been living next door to him, not 10 minutes away, everywhere you live?
Yeah.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Listen, we'll put the kibosh on their fucking slimy fucking friendship. Was a real estate deal.
Yep.
They were fighting over a fucking piece of real estate, and the shit hit the fan.
So, Kathy, thank you so much for calling in, my love.
Oh,
you're welcome.
That's when
you
Epstein
guys
wound
have
up
a
in
fantastic
prison.
weekend together. I can't wait till you go live and we can see Mark and Elizabeth. That would be fantastic. Even if you don't do it, please, everybody have a great time and just relax and enjoy yourselves.
If anything, it'll be
so
probably
glad you made it.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
If anything, just so you know. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks,
Sounds
bye.
good. You guys take care. Love
too,
you
babe.
guys.
Bye.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Love you too.
So I want to ask one question, Benny. I cannot remember right off the top of my head how Pam Bondi is connected in this Florida case. Because
She was the AG.
Alex Acosta.
She was Attorney General of Florida, or
District Attorney.
No, she
Attorney
was Assistant District Attorney. Because the guy who was Acosta was the other one.
Oh, okay.
He was
She
the
was
lead
all
guy.
over. She was all over the Epstein cases.
Right. Yeah. And my question is, it's like people aren't acknowledging it. Like the first administration, when he had Alex Acosta in his administration, people were like,
sweetheart deal, he could go in, come and go as he wanted. Like,
Literally had keys to the prison.
That's not fucking jail. That's not being in prison.
How do you not acknowledge that? How do you simply just I heard nothing. I see nothing. Like,
I'll be right
it's so
back.
Money. That's how you do it.
Money.
You get lubricated with a big fat
Well, I mean-
fucking allotment of money.
Yeah, I mean his followers. His followers are all like, you're pointing out that this guy was in charge of that case and getting him that sweetheart deal. And they're like, no.
Well, it always boils down to money or compromise. So
Yeah, but I mean, all these MAGA people following it, like the guy didn't exist. He was a great guy. It's like, no, he's not. He was involved in this. He was part of the reason why Jeffrey Epstein got that key to that prison cell. Like, and they saw no problems with it.
Wow.
Zero problems.
Because they have
Everything seems
no
great.
moral standing whatsoever. They have no moral compass. They've been hit with the magnets too many times. They chose the magnets over the sharks, and the magnets got rid of their moral compass.
You know,
This is why Donnie's afraid of magnets too.
It's a world that makes sense, Mike, and it's so fucking bizarre timeline like we're living in now. That makes sense.
Wait a minute. Is that how it ends? We go up to all these maggots and we bring magnets next to their heads and it's just they're fine. Takes it all away.
Put them all in an MRI machine.
There you go. Wouldn't hurt to scan their brains just to see what's not working anyway.
While they're in there.
I mean, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them had some frontotemporal dysfunction going on.
Did you guys hear that the first Neuralink went into a human this past week? I
Yes.
believe?
Mark of the Beast.
Yeah, and
If this isn't what the good book calls the Mark of the Beast, I don't know.
Right. and it just and the University of Miami, where they're doing these trials, is 45 miles away from the alligator Alcatraz.
Mm-hmm.
And
it just makes it easy to get rid of the bodies when it doesn't work.
Oh my God.
Palantir got a $140 million contract for their data, and RFK Jr.'s asking for or promoting wearables to rural citizens, like they're going to wear something.
Similar to like the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
And it tracks.
It tracks all your information.
What I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Apple has already done that. It's just they're trying to do that on a government scale where everyone gets a wearable, and that's how you pay for things. So you're required to have one in order to pay for anything.
It's Elon's wet dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's insanity.
I wanted to tell you guys, I've been to the Everglades. I've been there for a whole entire weekend.
There's a big ass prison down there in Alligator Alley too, a bona fide fucking Florida privately run state prison.
I mean, first of all, it was beautiful. It's an exotic fucking place. You will never experience anything like it ever, ever, ever again. When we were there, we were allowed to go on the Indian land, the Seminoles.
Seminole.
Yeah, I think it's the Seminoles. So, we were allowed to go on air boating That's what it's called, an airboat with the big fan on the back. We were allowed to go airboating on their land.
Okay.
So, but shortly after I was there, they cut that off. So, these, I don't even know, they're swamp creatures. I don't know what to call them. I don't know. These guys, very few women. These guys would go down there. They would live down there, houses on stilts. There was like a pool table in one of them, and there was one of those huge, what do you call it, satellite dish like this over the pool table. So no matter what happened, the pool table wouldn't get wet. Even though you were out there in the humidity and the sticks were curved. Oh. The sticks were curved like this. There was the pool cues. You're like, I'm fucking useless. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, you know, it was Michigan boys. One of them grabbed a little baby alligator like this big out of the water, and it was wiggling. Oh. And I said, put it fucking down, dude.
Get your own duck and vote.
Mama is we were on a little deck that was maybe 2 inches off the water. An alligator could totally come up there and fucking grab him by the leg, and you know that the mama is not far away from that little wiggling baby. You think it's so cute. You just grabbed it out of the water, and you're a Michigan boy, and you don't know fuck all. Put it down. Oh, my God. I was like, put the fucking baby alligator back in the water. You're going to get us all killed. So, it's an exotic place. And by the way, it's also been infiltrated now with pythons, and because somebody let their pet python, probably pregnant python go. Yep. Now it's worse. It was bad when we were there a decade ago.
Worse.
Now they literally have TV shows about it.
Yeah.
And the state bird is the mosquito, and they love to live down there in the Everglades.
Yes.
The mosquitoes
Freedom.
really like it too.
Freedom.
No,
I can't move.
Mosquitoes.
Freedom. Cut me loose.
If you don't have
Singing.
mosquito
Freedom.
net,
Freedom. Where are you?
you're so fucked. You're so fucked. I don't even know. We played on New Year's Eve. Thank God it was like 50, 60 degrees that night. It was cold. Otherwise, if it had been in the 80s or whatever on New Year's Eve, it would have been unbearable.
Miserable.
I would have been eaten alive by mosquitoes. Yeah. So,
absolutely.
So we were all done. By the way, our generator supplied the lights and all the power for my band to play on New Year's Eve on this weirdo mound, and we had a huge bonfire, and one of the guys left, and it was, the guys were making sure the bonfire was out and being all safe about it and all that. There are no cops out there. It's just these guys. You know what I mean? And so this guy left.
Those guys in their banjos.
Yeah, well, not that bad, but no, they were all great. They were really, it was great. Everybody couldn't have been more hospitable, So anyway, we got the call that this guy dumped his airboat getting to his place with his wife and his 2 kids on board.
Oh my God.
So we rush over there. We get the wife and the kids out of the water to their place. And then the guys are up there, shoulder deep, neck deep in muck in the middle of the fucking night. Like 2 o'clock in the morning, trying to turn this guy's fucking airboat over. And airboats are flat on the bottom, and they have a big fan on the top, like this, okay? And they're very, very top heavy. But you can't have a propeller down in the water. It's all weeds. It could be inches deep.
Yeah.
It could be, you can actually go over the sand like a sandbar and get out into the next I can't. Yeah, you can go over land with
The
the
next
fucking
puddle.
Yeah, seriously.
It's just a step below a hoverboard or a hoverboat because it still hits the ground, but you can go over.
Yeah, you can go over land. Okay, so anyway, so they literally dumped their fucking airboat in the middle of the night, and that's the last fucking place I would want to be, is in a fucking swamp in the fucking Everglades.
Right.
Oh my God.
And you're just feet
That's
away from your
terrifying.
house, but you can't save your boat, save your wife, save your 2 kids all at the same time. You need help. So we all came a
scary.
running. We all came a running. And so, we helped get those guys out of there fucking. Anyway, so it's just, I want you to know that I've been there.
Yeah.
In that this is not a place that
people should be.
No.
it's not an easy place to live.
It's not habitable.
This is like having a rough, super rough cabin up in the woods, in the mountains, where you gotta have a fire burning the whole fucking time, or you're gonna fucking die. Do you know what I mean? Like it's one of those. It's a survival kind of place. Go ahead. What are you playing?
It's the village people.
Oh, Tony, you're gonna get us copyright stricken.
Storm the McDonald's. Remember when you guys lived
Yeah,
there?
no music,
Copyright.
Mute it. Thank you.
I love this guy.
Oh my God.
He was on the plane. We can see it.
What?
Yeah.
You can see it.
Tony. Hey, Tony.
That's-
Knock it off, Tony.
It's gonna get us hit.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Yeah. I know, that's why we can't play him on our show, because we get hit with copyright strikes all the time.
Don't make me yell over your drops, Tony.
Yes.
Your illegal drops.
Because we don't play him. He's playing the real
brilliant.
songs in the background. He's brilliant, and I love him, and he's got a tampon in his fucking ear.
I know.
I mean, a maxi pad, but It's funny.
Yeah.
Maggots don't know the difference between tampons and maxi pads.
No, they don't.
Oh my
That's a
God.
nasty girl thing.
I should have grabbed myself a beer, too. Damn it.
And a cat, because apparently that's what we got going on now.
Go get a cat, Diane.
Go get a cat.
They're all hiding from
They're
me.
all hiding from Spy Ken. They're like, who is this bitch in my house?
I haven't made friends with them yet, so they're still in hiding.
We haven't had a chance, but when I went upstairs, Ricky was out, and Ricky will be the first one to come out. So I have no fear. So what does this say? RFK said, I took 2 plane rides with Jeffrey Epstein. My wife knew his girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell. I ran across Jeffrey Epstein at parties, at fundraisers, but other than that, I had no relationship with him. Sure, bitch. Whatever.
Well, he didn't have a relationship with Jeffrey. He had a relationship or contact with minors. It's all in the wording.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You're sick. You're sick fucking pedophiles. The Republican Party and maggots are all pedos. They were saying that about us.
Unalived herself because she found the book of all the women he was having affairs with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That was bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, RFK's first wife. Found
I
his
wonder how
diary
many
of
of
30 or more women
people-
he was banging.
Yeah, how many of them were little girls?
I don't know. Don't know. Don't know. Don't even want to think about it. I mean, this is how sick
Or
these fucktards are. Where is that list? Where is that list? I think it's book 8.
Book 8, yeah.
Oh! I kept it right here just for our pleasure.
Nice.
See, you guys recognize this from the old days? See
Book
how
8.
it's all highlighted and everything? You remember
Book 8.
this list that nobody knows about? Maybe it's time we refresh everybody's memory. People that are new here to our channel. And thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing our show. We love and adore you.
Yes.
Yes, hit the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Love you much.
Yeah. Pedophile Trump. This is 7/8/24. This is a couple days before
Butler.
Butler was the 13th.
Yep.
July 13th. Trump is a predator of boys and girls. Michael Palmer, 10 years old, oral rape, Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida, 1992. Trump paid his parents a $3 million settlement. Kelly Foyer, 12 years old, $1 million settlement paid in 1989. Allegations of forced intercourse, which I would call rape, at Trump Tower, New York City. Charles Bacon, 11 years old, $3 million allegations of oral and anal intercourse, 1994, Trump Tower, New York City. Rebecca Conway, 13 years old, claimed intercourse and oral sex, Trump Vineyard Estates, Charlotte, Virginia, 2012, $5 million settlement. Maria Oliveira, 12 years old. Her family was paid $16 million to settle allegations of forcible intercourse occurring at Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida, 1993. Kevin Knoll, 11 years old, anally raped, Trump Tower, New York City, 1998. Settlement details are unknown. 3 boys on this list, ladies and gentlemen.
9-year-old boy.
We knew about this back then, and they're freaking out the fuck now.
The question is whether or not
all those
will
catch and kill cases. They're all catch and kill cases.
Oh, yeah.
But does it actually stick that they change their minds about him? Do they actually start to believe it and change their minds, and does it stick? Because we've seen how they can twist it and how they can, just come up with whatever rationale that makes them sleep better at night to let him get away with it.
Oh, he hates the brown people.
Yeah.
And gay people and trans people. He hates the people I don't like.
Yeah. You know they'll get they were just out for his money. Because they all got his money. They didn't go to court.
They got his money for a reason. He had to settle out of court. Because guess what? When you have a court trial, there's discovery.
Yep.
Yes.
Which is one thing he doesn't like. That's why he won't sue Noel Kassler. My God, I would love to get Noel Kassler on our fucking show. I would come through the microphone and be like, "Oh my God, Noel, I love you so much. Oh my God, tell us everything you know. Seriously, I don't care. You have the floor." I would lose my shit and be like, "I want to know about the helicopter people. I want to know." You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not
he
your guy, buddy.
He knows. Even the girls he has met who have been abused, who refuse to come out, he won't say their names, but he's like, I want to, like, how many of those girls do you know? Because you mention it, but you don't say how many. And I want to say there's more than one. Anyway, what?
Thanks, Moms.
Moms, thank you. Just because we fucking hate Pinky and his fucking mushrooms.
Yeah, I didn't bring my props with me. Not enough space in the bag.
I can't give the middle finger and hold the mushroom up like the emojis. Anyway, no, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here.
Don't need my plan.
No,
Sorry.
we got about 30 more minutes to go, and I'll tell you what, I'm frothing at the mouth.
I'll go goggle
for these
balls.
motherfuckers.
Hey, Ice. Hey, Tom. Goggle these fucking balls, you prick.
For these motherfuckers you have fucked around long enough. You voted for this motherfucker 3 fucking times now, and he was a pedo the whole fucking time. How duped do you feel? Do you feel
Well,
it
how
now?
sick are you? How sick are you that you're going along with it and you're okay with it and you're going to make excuses for him the whole way?
You know,
That's a possibility.
the thing I always say is the only people that support pedophiles are pedophiles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ow.
So,
That's
MAGA.
That's exactly right.
What are you, MAGA?
Oh, they're all abusers. We know they're drunks,
I don't like you
women
sucking
abusers,
around while
fucking
they're a
alcoholics, goddamn fucking drug addicts. You know what I mean? I remember the pill pushing the first administration. Oh my God, it was a fucking Adderall Central.
I don't like you sucking
That's
around.
not all they
Our
were
citizens.
passing around.
I don't like you jerk
Yeah, they
off
had date
name.
rape drugs
I don't
going
like you
through
jerk
there
off
and
face.
everything.
I don't like you jerk off behavior, and I don't like you jerk off. Do I make
I
myself?
think there might have been some fentanyl too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there was
Yeah,
fentanyl.
there was fentanyl on that list.
Pretty sure that was in lollipop form, if I'm remembering correctly.
Epstein's BFF fucking 25 years. Don't come at us and say that we are hysterical, that we were, you know what? I want a fucking apology. That's what I want. I want an apology and be
Good
like,
luck
you know
with that.
what? I was wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I was so duped. I was so stupid.
I don't necessarily need the apology. I just want them to recognize the error of their ways and not make the same mistake. That's it.
Start looking at back.
I want them licking the fungus between my toes. Fuck you.
Toe fungus.
I'm exaggerating. I want them licking my fucking feet. Fuck you.
Nah, you don't want that.
No, you want them nowhere near
You don't know where that tongue has been.
You got no idea where that mouth has been.
Fucking dicks.
Please,
I
Diane,
mean, they are Trump
you
stick
may get
suckers. Do you
sick.
really want that on your toes?
No, I don't want that on my feet.
You're going to get a reputation.
I mean, like, I know Vinny likes me, but, like, you know, I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't ask me why I say this shit. I'm 6 fucking beers in. I've been on the fucking boat for an hour. in the sun.
Because in your most darkest place that you could go at this moment is your toe fungus.
Toe fungus. I want maggots to lick my fucking toe fungus, you fucktards.
How about we just ensure that they can only live off of toe fungus? That's the only thing they can ever eat. You know, it's about what they're getting down at Alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Except they're actually getting maggots, which are protein. But, you know.
I'm not your friend, guy. I am not your guy, friend. I'm not your buddy, guy.
Not at all.
I gotta wonder how long it's going to take before no one wants to go down there to work because they're all going to be subject to all of this mess. Somebody already got hauled out and sent to the hospital, and I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be a person that they dragged there. It's probably someone who worked there. Do you guys know anything about that?
I heard about it, and I just want to make an announcement. Tim Russell, Tony's brother, is in the chat. Everyone say hi.
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 Hi, Tim.
Hello, Tim. We love you, brother. You should come by on Saturday. It's going to be fun.
So I had heard a little bit about that, Sage, before I left this morning, but I have done absolutely
fuck all.
Not paid any attention
No news.
to anything since I got to the airport this morning. So
good.
Hopefully we'll get some more information on that, though.
That's why I'm focusing so much on MAGA's freak out over the Epstein files, because I just can't get the big smile off my face. I can't. Welcome to Earth One, fuckos. Where y'all been? It's about fucking time you get on fucking board on the, the truth.
Everything that you've ever worked for
Government
and
guru.
believed in as America is
George, I
being
love you.
absconded with by a 2-bit motherfucking pedophile.
Oh my God.
So you need to get on
You've
board.
been duped. You're so duped.
Never go full retard.
So
You've turned on your
Pitiful,
family,
but-
you've turned on your neighbors, you've
Yeah.
turned on your community for what?
You gave him all your money for what?
Oh, yeah, they did.
And they
You
still
gave them
giving it.
your brain and your identity.
Yeah, they're still giving him their money,
You-
and then they're burning their hats.
You wrapped up your identity in dinkyism. And it's all MAGA. You wear his hats, you wear his
sleep and
t-shirts.
breathe it. Does MAGA think we eat, sleep, and breathe fucking politics all the time and we worship our fucking representatives? That's not fucking normal.
Well, that's the thing, Benny. They perceive the fact that we support our candidates when they're out there as us worshiping them. They don't understand the nuance of the fact that, you know, we can analyze who the
We
people
don't
are.
show up dressed in motherfucking, you know,
Maxi
goddamn
pads.
fucking
with jizz cups.
Yeah, with pads and jizz cups and
In
fucking
diapers.
giant fucking Uncle Sam hats and
In
fucking
diapers.
glitter and glitz and
Straight out of the
fucking
Dollar Tree.
God
White
Almighty.
blue glitter diapers.
Yeah, the sneakers. You know, we don't do that. You know why? Because we don't worship our fucking politicians that work for us.
That's right.
Because we're smart. I'm smart.
So
Yeah.
how about
Not what everybody told you. I'm smart.
how about
Everybody says, like, no, I'm smart.
how about the fact that
Yeah.
foreign governments are warning their citizens not
No,
to
to
buy
come here.
not to buy the gold Trump card that gives them American citizenship because
Yeah.
Wait a
it
minute.
is so highly illegal.
It's so highly
Not only
illegal.
that, it's probably like he's gonna sell them this, and then when they get here, he's gonna send them to El Salvador.
He's going to
Yeah,
take
no
their money.
kidding.
He's going to take all their money, and then
Yeah.
and then I told Diane this story. Okay,
I
so
forgot.
in Mexico,
Never knew him.
in Mexico, there's been a large number of baby boomers who have decided to retire to Mexico over the last 5 to 10 years. Well, now Mexico is confiscating their property, taking all their money, and deporting them.
Oh, isn't that a shame?
And then the citizens of Mexico, to ensure that their president knows that they completely approve of this, the citizens are then vandalizing and burning down the buildings, the businesses.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry,
Well,
can't
we're
help
not
but
fucking
laugh.
around.
You thought you can go down there with your MAGA hats and get away with this shit?
I know.
It's called karma is a bitch. motherfucker.
So
Okay,
again,
so
these
guys,
people.
apparently they don't remember the Alamo. That whole thing was they were trying to run a slave trade in the Alamo.
so-
and Anna was like, no.
These people are taking their entire retirement, right, and going to Mexico to live out retirement, build some sort of business that'll keep them
Eat
funded.
avocados.
And now Mexico is saying, no, we don't think so. You can go back home.
Fuck
We're going to
you."
keep all your shit, and you can go back home.
You're being deported.
So, I'm really starting to wonder if these are the migrants that are going to be working in the fields because they got nothing left. They got nothing.
Their kids are gonna have to take them in
Oh,
Oh my God.
with no health insurance.
Yeah. Okay, now you guys, like, when Diggy first got in, it was January, right? January 20. My mom died in February, and I'm thankful for that because of her suffering and whatever. We've already gone over that. My biggest fear that he was going to shut down Medicare and Medicaid. Medicare, because my mom was on Medicare. Okay, so
Yeah.
it paid for a lot of stuff. Hospice totally paid for it. Just fucking, I got no bill. So I was like, what the fuck happens if he shuts this shit down? What am I going to do with my mother who I don't know how to help her? I
You
can't.
see this in bad television.
That's what we're dealing
Is
with
she
right
gonna-
now with my mom.
is
We're
she-
waiting for the autopsy. The autopsy, Jesus. Sorry.
No, is she gonna
We're
live?
waiting for the biopsy to come in for her cancer.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, how do we proceed?
Well, I go, where's she going to
Yeah.
live? In my goddamn breezeway? In a medical bed that I have to buy because there's no...
Insurance.
I
No
mean,
Medicaid.
motherfucker.
No
I
more
was
Medicare.
so terrified. And now these people who were in my position, they've now fucked around. You voted for Dinky 3 fucking times, you pieces of shit.
Yep.
Now you're losing your fucking health care yourself. Your parents are gonna lose it, and you're trying to take care of them.
Lifeless eyes.
My dad's gonna be 90 next year. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but I have no idea what's going on with him.
But you know who did have a plan for the sandwich generation?
Yes.
I do. I know who it was.
The black lady.
The one we should have elected. That's the one that had the plan. She actually had a plan
I know.
for people who are taking care of parents and children. She had a plan for them.
Motherfucker.
Yep.
The sandwich generation.
But, you know, they'll still say she was incompetent and didn't know what she was talking about all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
would have been the highest level,
Most
educated
qualified.
president we ever had. Yeah.
Yep.
Her and Hillary.
Most, yeah.
Both of them
Oh, yeah.
were overqualified. But you voted for the pedophile. Congratulations, maggots.
And you're wondering why you're getting fucked. I'm just saying.
Now you're wondering why you're getting fucked.
Yeah, that's a bumper sticker. I was just going to say, we need the bumper sticker. You voted for the pedo, and now you're getting
Not special.
Yeah, big fucking surprise. It should not be a surprise. You voted for a pedo, now you're getting fucked.
Mm-hmm.
My God, wake up.
He doesn't only assault. He doesn't only assault children. He assaults.
Oh,
grown
he'll
men.
fuck anybody he can. Whether it's
Yeah.
fucking you out of your money,
Yeah.
fucking you out of your business,
He'll fuck anything he gets his hands on.
fucking you out of your health care, fucking you out of your food, or, you know, just straight up fucking you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No lube.
I think we're fucked.
This asshole, I hate him with a heat of 1,000 suns. Oh my God. I'm going to lose my mind.
I'm going to lose my mom.
Yeah. Everybody better get used to your elderly
Japanese submarine
parents dropping
slammed
dead.
two
'cause
torpedoes into our side, Chief. He was coming back.
What are you doing? Yeah, of course it's the wrong one. Because you're an idiot.
The thumbnail was the right
Johnny!
one. The audio was the wrong
I
one.
know, Tony. I'm just busting his balls. I gotta bust his balls a little bit.
Of course. What would the stream be without Tony?
I know,
Choney
without
getting
busting
balls
Tony's
busted.
balls. People are like, Diane bust Tony's balls so hard during the show. I'm like, yes, I do. There's a reason. No, we have
It's
a lot of fun.
required.
We absolutely have a lot of fun. It's ridiculous. And it's funny because Tony's very quiet when he's sober. And Spy's like, is he mad? And I'm like,
No, he's sober.
He's not mad.
I'm like, he's so soft spoken.
He's so quiet.
Is he mad?
No, he's not mad. He's so not mad. He's having fun.
I'm like, this isn't like the live streams I've watched on the Suffragettes channel.
Yeah, because he's out of control and had 9 beers.
Wherever you are.
He's all sorted out by the time we go live.
Yeah. And so, who's calling in? Who's calling in?
Nice.
Shan G.
Shannon G. To accept, press 1.
Hi, Shan.
Hi, Shan.
Hello there. Hey
Hello.
there, gorgeouses.
Oh my God! Hello
And
there,
Lucky
gorgeouses.
And y'all are lucky because I wish I could go there and have fun.
Oh my gosh.
We'll have lots of fun for you.
But
Where
I'm
are
sending,
you? Where are you, by the
I sent
way?
off a few surprises that just came your way, or they'll be coming your way shortly.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the eyeball bleeding neon pink pussy hat?
Yes.
It's done. And it's heading your way.
Oh, boy, I'm so excited.
Well, you also, there's another one in the box, too. It has to. That's the one that goes to Benny Loco. That's the pink one with sparkles in it, because she needs some pink sparkles.
Oh, she needs pink and sparkles.
Sparkles.
I will forward it.
Sparkles.
Look how shiny it is, Grammy.
So if y'all want to leave any requests, I've got plenty of pink and or red and or black or whatever color fucking yarn, and I can make some more.
And you are like the knitting and crocheting guru, epic guru.
The rage crochet artist.
Rage crochet. You are the rage crochet artist.
Oh
my god.
Or the pissed off knitter, either way.
The pissed off knitter.
I'm trying to
Pissed off
teach
knitlet,
myself
something
how to
like that.
crochet. It's not exactly going the way I thought, but it's good for winding down.
Yeah.
Well, you need
Yeah.
lessons from Shan.
I need lessons from somebody.
No, Shan has made an epic outfit. It's just.
Is it Batman? Did I send one of you the picture
No.
of like the woman who's wearing a crocheted Batman outfit?
By the way, isn't
no,
that
this is the one that's the crochet guillotine.
Oh, ooh la la!
a crochet guillotine?
Guillotine.
And on the back of it has a sign with the Addams Family motto on it. So
Far out.
That's awesome.
I just had a couple of giggle bits to tell you.
Okay.
If they were to stick all the maggots
At
into
least
the
that
MRI,
nobody-
they'd find that they're all suffering from a slight case of severe rectal cranial inversion.
Yes, I would agree.
And I was listening to our girl Christina and her tea, and she said that our boy Dinky is doing his best to try to distance himself from Alligator Alcatraz. So she started saying, we are now to refer to him as Donnie's Dachau or Dachau Donnie, whichever one you want to put it.
Yeah,
so
he's
Dachau.
Dachau.
Dachau Dinky.
Yep. Dachau Dinky.
Dinky's Dachau.
There you go.
So this fucker's going to have a long nickname when we're done with him. You know,
Oh
like
my God, we
Taco
still
Dick.
haven't finished the T-shirt.
Teeny
Because
Teen,
how can you
Donnie
finish the
Dinkow.
T-shirt when there's a new nickname every fucking day? Like seriously,
Yeah, I
like I
know.
don't even know.
Truckloads, like the Epstein files.
Well,
got
you
truckloads of names.
You could do one of those. You could do a T-shirt that shows his silhouette and have one of those little LED things across it and just program a bunch of names in it every day.
There you go.
No, we've got an idea. It's been in the works for a while. We gotta update it now. Epstein's BFF for 25 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shan, thank you so much for calling. You have my address
welcome.
and everything, all that, yeah.
Yes, I do. I sent those things off already.
Oh my
So they
God,
should be
I
there this
can't
Saturday.
wait.
Oh, they'll be here Saturday.
I'm gonna take a picture, and I'm gonna take a picture and send it right to you, my love.
Okay, well, don't forget, Benny's is there too. So if anybody
Yes.
else wants one, just leave me an email and say what type of yarn, what color, whatever the fuck, and I'll do my best to do it.
Okay, we're on it. Shan, love you, babe.
Love you too.
You're the best.
Yeah.
Right back at you.
You're the best
Bye.
crochet artist ever. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Oh my God. I'm getting a pink pussy hat after all these years.
Oh, how sweet is she? That is so nice.
Sweet. So sweet. Tim Russell. Yes, Tim Russell in the chat.
Oh.
Okay, what is this that you want to play?
It's the 50th anniversary.
Oh, it's for the 50th anniversary of Jaws. But isn't it? Yes. This I know that this is the battery thing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I approve of this message.
And he said, nobody ever asked this question, and it must be because of MIT, my relationship to MIT. Very smart. He goes, I say, what would happen if the boat sank from its weight, and you're in the boat, and you have this tremendously powerful battery, and the battery's now underwater, and there's a shark that's approximately 10 yards over there. By the way, a lot of shark attacks lately. Do you notice that? A lot of shark. I watched some guys justifying it today. Well, they weren't really that angry. They bit off the young lady's leg because of the fact that they were not hungry, but they misunderstood who she was. So I said, so there's a shark 10 yards away from the boat, 10 yards. Do I get electrocuted?
I can't believe
If the boat is sinking, water goes over the battery, the boat is sinking. Do I stay on top of the boat and get electrocuted? Or do I jump over by the shark and not get electrocuted? Because I will tell you, he didn't know the answer. He said, nobody's ever asked me that question. I said, I think it's a good question, but you know what I'd do if there was a shark? Or you get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every single time. I'm not getting
remember that.
We will remember that, fucko.
Most certainly.
We'll remember that, Donnie.
Oh my God, dude.
Yep.
Somebody pushed the
word for word. That was word for fucking word of his psychobabble.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I can't believe
it
this
hurts
motherfucker.
my brain. I mean, just trying to make coherent. There's no coherence.
Coherence.
These words don't go together.
Giving us all strokes.
You're doing the weed. Motherfucker. It hurts my brain. My poor already challenged brain.
Yeah, I've got a headache after listening to that. It just...
Oh my God damn it.
Hi, Jorgen. Thank you for joining us.
Jorgen.
Yep.
Jorgen Johansson. No.
That's right. Uh-oh. You're muted. You're muted, my love.
We need signs. Muted. Muted.
She can hear us. We can't hear her.
Oh, there you are. There you are. There you are. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds rapey. Yeah.
Come out wherever you are.
$4,000 lawsuits.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Loser.
No, you're good.
That he is the biggest con man criminal ever. This will be in the history books. They're going to be like, they're going to want to fucking erase this fucking timeline.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be like, no, this never happened.
We didn't do that.
We
but
didn't
the rest
do that.
of the world will remember.
That's right.
See.
Right. And of course, nobody's catching on to the distraction part, right? The distraction. They got Comey and they got Brennan, who they're going to try to prosecute. It's like, what are you doing? At
9 years later?
It's so sad. Yeah. It's just pathetic. It's like this
So
what they're doing. They're trying to distract, but it's such bullshit. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
trying to
Nobody gives a shit with
prosecute Joe Biden for what? Hunter Biden for what? Hillary Clinton for what? You never found
For
fuck
the
all.
purpose of distraction. That's for what?
You never found
and
fuck
that's
alls. When are you
never-
people gonna learn? No, I mean the maggots.
Foolish, stupid.
When are the maggots gonna learn? People, Republicans. When are you gonna learn that this fucking they keep fucking you over?
Yeah, and it's the cycle. You know, it's all the cycle over and over and over. And they're like, "Ooh," they can't
Crash
see it.
the economy. Give tax cuts to the rich and make the rest of us pay. Fuck you. Aren't you tired? Aren't you
Diane,
tired
I
of
am
this
your
shit?
protector.
Oh, you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about our childhoods. In our childhoods, if I dented the car, I was like, oh my God, my parents
be in
are
so
going
much
to
trouble.
kill me.
Yeah.
My parents are going to kill me.
Right.
If I dented the car, right? These motherfucker privileged white bitch assholes, fucking whatevers. They wrap cars around trees and they hurt all these people and somehow they get. Remember that lady, the white lady Republican wife that ran over some person and fucking got away with it? You know what I mean?
Bush?
Like,
Wasn't that Laura Bush?
Laura
No.
Bush. Yeah, she killed him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was talking about a different Republican lady, but okay.
I'm sure there are more. I'm sure there are more.
Yeah. And
Yeah, this happened. There's
it was
this
a diplomat. She was a diplomat in another country, and it happened.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So I'm just like, motherfuck these privileged white motherfucking people. I'm so sick of you. And then you call us leftist Democrats elitists. When all y'all like fucking Ted Cruz went to fucking Harvard and fucking, Josh Hawley, the fisting aficionado, the runaway, Josh Hawley's
In more than
ass
one
out
ways.
of there. What the fuck? Give me a fucking break. You think Josh Hawley's masculine? Really? Honestly, really? How about Micro fucking Johnson? You think Micro Johnson's masculine? You think he knows how to change a tire?
These are allegedly. See how I did it? I finally did it. Allegedly, most.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's your hubby.
I don't even know what I was going to say anymore, but I used it. It's allegedly.
She killed him.
They're allegedly metrosexual men.
Here in
Yes,
Britain.
no, they are not. They are literally just gay. Yes. Or
Wait,
they're
Robert
bi,
Carr, what was
whatever.
I talking
don't give a
about? He said, Robert Carr said she killed him. It was here in Britain, Diane. Is that the thing that I brought up?
Yeah,
that
the
I didn't-
diplomat.
Yeah, the diplomat. Yeah. The diplomat. Yeah, it was the diplomat's wife. Just fucking. Fuck you. These people face no accountability ever. I've never seen a Republican face accountability. George Bush, fucking, what was that fucking asshole, the next to him? Cheney and
When Cheney went to Auschwitz.
Who
for
was the
their
guy with the
anniversary,
accent?
And he dressed like Elmer Fudd.
Who was the guy with the accent that he had his nose in every fucking thing? I hated that guy. Every time I saw him, he reminds me of, oh my God, I can't remember. All right. I've had too many fucking beers, and I don't care. There's too many horrible people out there in the world.
Too many horrible characters. They're just inundated with them. I'm sorry.
I can't think of his name.
I
but
may
it
or
was
may
awful.
not be a little stoned myself.
Kissinger, thank you, Slayer.
Yes. Here we go. Heinrich Kissinger.
Fucking
Yeah, the king of the
Kissinger was a
useless
fucking
eaters.
tool.
Yeah, his thought behind useless eaters not needing to be taken care of. We're just a lag on society. What a great
Welfare,
guy.
babies. Welfare, mama. Hey, you know who was the biggest welfare fucking queens ever? The fucking Republican Party. Double middle fingers in the air. You're all taking money. You're all billionaires for some fucking reason. Because you're taking corporate fucking money. So you can suck my dick twice on Sunday. Fuck you. I'm tired. I'm over you. Maggots.
And then they can lick your toe fungus.
Suck my dick and lick my toe fungus. I don't give two shits. It's the end of the 21st century suffragette show. I thank you, Spy, for being right here next to me. Benny, Loco, and Sage. Do you guys have any closing statements, honey? You guys got anything you want to say before we go?
Does Benny want to go first?
No.
Adam's frogs.
I have one thing I want to say. Somebody posted this, and I thought it was pretty perfect. Because we look at ourselves and we think how awful these people are, and they do whatever they want to do. Diane keeps saying it, and it's like they're just being horrible people. But we have to remember who we are and why we care. Okay, and you're not weak for being tender. You're dangerous to a system that thrives on numbness.
Yeah.
So we must remember that we must contain that within our hearts and not become numb. So we are doing the right thing. We're on that right path.
We are.
And that's all I have to say.
We're not going to ignore the shit. We're not going to let it fucking slide. Benny, you want to roll?
Sure. Can I have cinnamon and raisins in it?
Game over, man. It's game over.
You know, we just have to be twice as loud as we've been. And even more so if we can. Because even though 12 million people turned out at the last big protest, there are 300 million people in this country, and at least another 100 million of them need to turn out this time.
Yeah. On
top of the 12 million that turned out last time. Because there ain't going to be a next time. You see.
This is it.
This is the grand hoo-ha.
Grand finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't think it is, then don't trust me because I really don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah.
Epstein.
I wish we could have filled the streets
Is
like
that
4
Adam?
years ago when he fucking ran again. We've missed so many opportunities to not have this cocksucker in office, and we've blown
Well,
every
not
one of
us. The Republicans. It was
You know
never
what I mean.
on. I know.
We haven't. We as Americans have not given enough push because we as Americans are just trying to fucking survive day by day.
Yep.
I
That's
get
right.
it. But it's coming down to brass tacks here.
Mhm.
And I don't want anybody to misunderstand that in any way, shape, or form. This is it. We gotta fucking turn out.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Yep.
100%.
And especially with ICE coming at us. And you know that that's coming.
That is scary as
The numbers
fuck.
are going to be too big.
178 billion for ICE.
I know.
We have to let them know that there are more of us than them, and they have to see it.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. They think they fucking got numbers. They don't know what numbers look like.
They don't know what
if
numbers
we
are
turned
when we
out.
get in the streets and we stand together. And that's the one motherfucking thing that I will leave with right now. We have to stay united. All of us. Us white women that are against Dinky and had all our rights taken away, that we voted all for Kamala, and we did the right thing because guess what? We're, sometimes, we're put in the category that we're all Trump support. No. Here's 4 fucking white women right here, and I can add all the people in our fucking chat.
all, you know.
We're all against this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And where the white women at?
Even Malcolm Nance said the other day, you know how black people have been saying we already put our bodies in the streets, you know, especially during George Floyd.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Malcolm Nance says, stop. You've got to get your out in the streets. Everybody has to be there. We need more bodies in the streets so we show bigger numbers.
That's right.
And I am all for it. And we will do whatever we can with our white privilege to protect you. That's what we should be doing. Using our white privilege to protect others.
That's right.
So,
thank you, Diane. I
so
couldn't have said it better myself.
Look, I love you guys so much, and we're gonna have a big weekend this weekend. So hit that notification bell. Please like, share, subscribe to the show, and you know, 21st century suffragettes are gonna be here, and we're gonna fight tooth and fucking nail, every inch we get.
Mm-hmm.
Spiken, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Benny Loco, Sage, love you both so much. All our moderators,
Diane, I'm
moms,
your
thank you
protector.
so much. And everybody in the chat right now, love you guys so much. You're an inspiration. Catherine Sleep 79.
You all.
Thank you
Diane,
so much.
I'm your protector.
Yeah, it's not really that hot. So, Tim Russell, my brother-in-law. You know you're welcome to come here anytime, brother. So you just slide on down, slide on over to the show because we're gonna have some fun this weekend. You know you're more than welcome. So anyway, love you guys. Peace out.
Yes.
Take care of each other because you know we're gonna need it. We're gonna really fucking need it.
Fuck down, try.
Check in with your friends.
Fuck down, try. Fuck down, try.
Here comes our copyright.
Down, try.
Peace out. We will see you next Tuesday if we don't see you this weekend.
We've already fought this fight, we've already won this battle, we're not going back. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Putting work Suffragettes, flip a big switch. We've already fought this fight. We've already won this battle. We're not going back. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. We're not going back. Not on a watch. Not a watch. We're not watch. Not on a watch. Putting work Suffragettes, flip a big switch. We've already fought this fight. We've already won this battle. We're not going back. Not on a watch. We're not going back. Not on a watch. Not a watch. We're not watch. The best watch. We've already fought this fight. We've already won this battle. We're not going back. Not on a watch. Not a watch. We're not watch. Not on a watch. Not on a watch. Putting work suffragettes with a big switch. We've already fought this fight. We've already won this battle. We're not going back. Not on our watch. Not on our watch. Not on our watch. Not on our watch. We're not going back. Not on our watch. Not on our watch. Claim our watch. Not on a watch. Putting worse suffragettes with a big switch. We've already fought this fight. We've already won this battle. We're not going